Guys, like bro, how many of you are there? How many of you? Okay, Madam Laima, withdrawn. Yes, I hope we should start, okay? So that somebody may be coming. Okay, I'm going to give analysis on the questions with the doubts of yesterday test on geography full test. How do we start? Any questions hangdover Libra randomly? Should I just take on some important questions or how do we do?
Sir, question khara hand harake.
Khara dum naina seba ko nakoi na harapa question do naina sira ahan ba waina ko.
Oi sir.
Aduga dum randomly adu lo yakanda dum mathang dum naina siko. And any questions? Problem level question haro.
Wait. Sir, 1, 2, 3 ne. 1, 2, 3 ne. Aduga 31, 32, 35 ne.
1, 2, 3.
31, 32, 35.
Wait. I'm coming to that question. 31, 33.
Na sir, 31, 32, 35.
Okay, fine. 35.
Sir, aduga 47, 50.
Okay, 47, 50, 47, and 50. Very good. 50,
53, 54. Sir, sini yarne.
53. Okay. Okay. And question number 54, right?
Hoi sir.
Okay. See, we'll start we'll get with question number 1, okay? Yes, but question number 1 what we need to know is we need to know our map, our art first, okay? Yes, like this. And what is the line here? This is equatorial line, right? This is equatorial line. And we have different belts of pressure in the world like this, right? We have different pressure belts. Means, what do you see in the map? Which part of the earth is nearer to the sun? This part of the earth is nearer to the sun because the shape of the earth is geoid. The shape of the earth is geoid means this part of the earth is very much nearer to the sun. Okay, means what? The slanting rays of the sun is going to go away as we move away from the equator. Equator dagi chathokikanda kedorani, the amount of sunlight is going to get reduced, right? Yes, ado itaradi sigi kwaidagi saba jaga si ekoina kari haina khangneba. This hot area is called as tropical regions. And this medium yam saba jaga sidagi chathok taradi maya veram sarani hena chathok kitaradi nungsa mangandagi thaptok kidobunina kedorani hen ingani. This one is cold area, polar. Okay, and this one is moderate. We give the name temperate. Here this we give the name temperate, and here we give the name polar regions. Means what? This area is going to be cold, this area is going to be moderate, and this area is going to be hot. Hot region, moderate regions, cold regions, like this. And one standard line we have here, this is Cancer line, and in above of this there is one line that is called the 63.5 degree line, and this here one line we'll have that is Cancer line, and another one line here Makhadasu. What is this line? Equatorial line, that is 0 degree. When we move out from this equatorial line, we have also taken one standard line that is Capricorn line Kawe. And in the north, this line is called as 23.5 degree line is called as Cancer line Kawe in the north. And in the south, this is Capricorn line. Okay, it is the point, this 23.5 degree in the south or in the north, 23.5 degree in the south or north, it's the point in which that direct heating of the sun get reduces. Numitagi yamna kanna direct heating pangbado ihan hanba reduces to point neba. This is the first point, that Cancer line or Capricorn line is the first point in which the direct heating of the sun get reduces. Handaba point means what? From this area, the amount of temperature is going to be reduced. This is first sensation of ingbagi sensation. First sensation of ingbagi point phangwani. Maramadana sigi line suba Cancer line kawi, makadana Capricorn kawi. That is 23.5 degree. And let me also put you one more figures here. Sigi asaba jagas da siliba nungsit sibo koina kari kawe trade winds kawe. It is moving from east to west direction. It is moving from east to west direction. And what happened? One more pressure well is here. This pressure well, what we call this pressure well? This is westerly wind. Wind the naitaradi. This is called trade wind belts, and this is called westerly belts, and this is called easterlies belt is here. This is called easterlies belt, and this is called westerlies. This area, westerlies. Somewhere we can just say somewhere from 30 degree to 60 degree. This is the belt of westerlies. The winds are moving from west to east. The winds are moving from west to east. Okay, in this area the wind are moving from where? From east to west, right? And see you can see this figure, right? This is the pattern of the winds. I'll just put the world map here. Okay, this is our equator line. This is like this. All the continents are more probably on the western, like this, and I'll just put your Japan here. This is your Chaurangna world map. This is your world map, Lagbak here. This is North America, South America, and this is what? Africa. Okay, and this is your Australia is here. What happened? See this wind. Please notice this wind. Let me draw it in ball like this. See this wind. See the nature of this wind. See this. This is western part of the continent. Okay. Just wait. Okay, I'm coming. Yes, this is western side. This side is western side. This side is eastern side. Can you notice something here from the board, that almost all the winds of the world planet, planet is sort of planet. What you can see, all the winds, almost all the winds, that is moving from east to west. All the wind, that trade wind also moving from east to west, and this easterly is also moving from east to west. All the winds, this easterly wind, this trade winds, or this easterly winds is going from east to west direction, like this, except one wind that is going from like this, west to east, that is called westerlies. But what we can see in the southern hemisphere, sigi westerlies wind chaliba jaga sa sidai de almost there is no landform there is almost no landform here. See, almost landform the ayambana mathakda loikhraganeba, somewhere 30 swai the loikhraganeba. Almost all the landforms are going to be completed, and makha taba saruk sikadorane. This is going to be occupied by water. Yes. Adu itaradi, let us see this. Sigi trade wind lady jaga sidisu yengo. If I put here Africa, Africa is the pure na khalo. Then what happened? The wind is going to go like this, 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 going to go like this. It gives rainfall here. Then when it reaches the western part yokita yorakpa matamdadi kedarne, there is less moisture oirani. There is less moisture when this trade wind is coming towards the western margins of the continent. Again, when this thing is coming here in the western Sahara lairiba jaga swaidari kedorane, Africa ki Sahara lairiba jaga swaidari kedorane, nong tanga maroy, because trade windy mathaktagi east tagi west lagtoini. What sir wanted to say here is the wind is going to come from east to west directions. Almost in the whole planet, the wind is going to come from east to west directions, picking up the moistures when they meet a water bodies. Okay, but as they reach on the western margins of the world, western margins of the continent, almost there is no going to be moistures in the wind. Wind today the kedorane moistures yawbagi sang the east tagi west set pamatamda always handagrane, because the wind will strike somewhere in the building, somewhere in the kadai the Roma, somewhere nungsa mangana evaporation taukibi building the thengai, or the wind could the moisture content of the wind could have been lost somewhere crossing the big continent from east to west. Aduna western sangba sarukte la kanda dikedorane magi amount of rainfall do semi obi semi arid obi western margins of the world's makaida. For example, I'll just get you an example here again. This is our India, right? India. Akui India da laiba nong su kedone sidagi southwest monsoon coming. When they reach the western margins and eastern side, wind is coming. When it reaches the western margins of the continents, India ki western margins yoba matamda kedorane, the amount of rain is, the amount of that humidity, the amount of moisture content of the wind is going to lose. Maram madunani Rajasthan, then Fazana Tadriva, Desar Oirishi, or Punjab, then UP, then some part of Haryana, semi-arid, arid regions Oirishi. So, mind Toraga, Pitribi the Lairiba, Zaga Makais, the western margins, Makaisi Kamain Torane, Kamain Torani had the wind, the moistures Yobu window, Yobang Amroy, Maramadun always mother arid or semi-arid or even no rain in some areas. Let's come to the question. Let's get to the question. Question number 1. Consider the following statement. The place along the Tropic of Cancer have arid, Capricorn have arid or semi-arid climates, Atacama Desert, Andes Mountains, and for Pakistan towns are located on tropical high western margins jagang. They are the areas lies on western margins of the continent western margins of the continent the area will not be able to reach by the moisture laden wind. Moistures wind na western part of the continent even no rainfall or amount of rainfall okay. Yes, both the option it's going to be correct, because high river makaisi question the P river, high river makaisi, they are the areas that lies somewhere here. Shona kandalaiba jagang hataneba. Shona kandalaiba jagang hataneba. Atacama Desert and these mountains, whatever, all the things are going to be in the western margins of the continent. Nasagi sigi concept sikatani dakala idosi, because all the winds, one star mark all the winds are moving from east to west direction. east to west direction the chatkani, and amount of rainfall also decreases moving from east to west direction. Okay, or one more thing, all the things are moving from south to north direction, that is amount of rainfall also decreases from moving from south to north direction. South to north chatpa matam the amount of rainfall handagani, again east to west chatpa matam the amount of rainfall handagani. Maramaduna western margins of the cancer line boy, western margins of the whatever anywhere where you know always there is chances of having less amount of rainfall. But why not in the equatorial area? Why not in the equatorial area? Equatorial area dadi nong tabagi khudong saval lay. Kari maram gino equatorial area dadi nong tabagi khudong saval lay. Kari maram gino because of the convectional rainfall. Because of the convectional, BEXTION, convectional rainfall. Because of the convectional rainfall, the equatorial region has got a chance of having rainfall. Nong tabagi chance live in the equatorial regions. Because why? Why? How this area is going to be ising body am layering khalo, area am layering khalo, ising layering khalo, ising layering khalo. This equatorial area is going to be heated up. It is because the art is geoid means nearer to the equatorial area. It will warm up. The moistures or wind give molecules. The molecules of the wind is going to get rarefied. South Thora and Yang Thora niba. Yang Vihengalani, Yang Vihengalani Kedorani, Pada Vihelani, Yang Vihelani. Then what happened? This wind began to move upwards. Mathak the Kabahorani vertically. Then reaching some area in the sky, Europe already we know in our class or before somewhere the amount of temperature reduces with increasing height. Height wangiba makay kedoneba temperature handarakani. Sigi concept already we have studied in climatology. Maramaduna kedorane sigi wind si mathak the karani, and when it attains high lakan the kedorani indhara adi kedorani condensation form torani, and it begins to form condensed toberani precipitate torani in the form of rainfall in a tarani. Shumaina Asaba equatorial region that there is a chances of having rainfall every day, every evening the rainfall tabagi khudong sabalay maramaduna kedorani equatorial radadi exception nihai tare has got a chances of convectional rainfall tabai khudong sabalay, but in that above areas, okay, because the wind is going to reach the western margins of the continent, that is why the answers would be C. Problem nahi bro? Are you okay? Not okay? Yari bro, yada bro. Malem laima. Is that okay?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Next, we'll go with question number 2 again. Okay. Yadagadi hayuko. We need more explanation. Okay. Malem laima. As you've been in my class before, hana yaugre bro.
Yaugre sir.
Yaugre ko. Okay. Very good. Next, let's go with question number 2, okay? Some questions in the exam, answer sukang khang dana so akoi di yamna khang ba nate ko dakar se, yamna khang ba du nate ba dakar se. Akoi ki purpose ti kai no to hit to the right answers and crack the exams. Exam how buni ko question ni yamna khang ba nate, because we are not going to go for university or PhD ki nate akoi the preparation si. We are for exam preparation means haigera hairoira khangera khangwera, we should hit to the right answers. We should keep our guts to hit the right answers. Adu tawbang amnaba hona doini ko. Sumnabu khotpa ngamadi yare. Next. Mathang da khoi lakto si, which one of the following statement you are having question with you, right? Should I share the questions? Nasana say question yauri bro. Okay, let me read out the questions. Which one of the following are correct regarding the West Asia. You should be knowing first the world map. Haipetang hai gis hana ko pulap takpati yaroi. Let me just come to the world map again. Pulap takpati yaroi. Just let me give you a brief on world. See, North America, South America, maybe ek pahida badusu sumaina dum yoko. North America, South America. For that, do one thing. S portion. Then this is North America and below part is South America. Then you can just put your Africa here and see stay the horn machi man see horn of Africa kowe. This is horn of Africa. It looked like a horn of animal. Okay, and here you'll come with your Saudi Arabia, then it will go Gulf later. Okay, Persian Gulf. Then we'll go with Asia part, then we'll go to Japan part like this. And this is your wall map. At least you should be having an idea of your wall map like this. And this part is your Asia part. This part is your Asia part, that Europe part, EUROPE. And this is your North America part, and this is your South America part, and this is your Africa, right? And this is your Asia part. And Sigi Asia Sida Sigi Makadale Riba Sigi part Sigo Kore. This part below is called Southeast Asia Kawe. This area we call it as Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia. And Mathaki part China gi and this opposite see this is East Asia part. East Asia Kawe. See jaga. This is East Asia, Southeast Asia, and India riba, Bangladesh, and then Nepal, Bhutan, subcontinent, Indian subcontinent go. And here you'll have your Pakistan, then you'll have your Afghanistan, then Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. We'll go to Iraq, then we'll go to Iran, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, then Palestine, like this. This area, Sigi Jagas de area se will goes like this. Sigi Jagas West Asia Kawe. This area is called West Asia Kawe. Here you'll have West area. This part you'll have your Turkey, then Syria, then Lebanon, Jordan, like this. And this Saudi Arabia you'll have your Saudi Arabia, okay, Yemen, Oman. Then you'll come here. So the Dubai will come here, Qatar, Kuwait, like this, and then Iraq, then you'll go Iran, like this. Sigi Zagasima Muslim ki countries Mukhele Riba Zagasima Queen Karikore. Sometimes see Kore Middle East country Kore. Middle East. MIDDLE Middle East. Here. Iski Mataidale Middle East Kore and Smongi Mataidale Gizinake Gorane. West Asia Kore. Shuna Kanakandale Isinake Kore. Asia Dagi West Thangba Middle East. East Asia, Southeast Asia, and subcontinent of India. Like this, West Asia, Middle East, East Asia, Southeast Asia. Asia the naina taradi, West Asia, Middle East, okay, Southeast Asia, then East Asia. So mind taragani about wall map sila ido ise. The asomata is no Western countries makele igre. It's like that. And what is the question? Question na isi karino. We should be getting to the question. Which one of the following are correct regarding the West Asia? West Asia is there in the map, right? The region is surrounded by major seas like Argan Sea, Black Sea, Caspian Sea. These are all true. The Persian Gulf, this is your Persian Gulf. Saudi Arabia is Persian Gulf, Arabian Sea, India is Arabian Sea. This is your Arabian Sea. This is your Bay of Bengal, right? All are true. Black Sea, Caspian Sea, Arabian Sea, Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea, and here is your Mediterranean Sea. And here, you'll have your Black Sea, Caspian Sea, Aral Sea, and in between, Sigi Zagas Leda Mediterranean Sea. This is your Mediterranean Sea. Sigi Mediterranean part already asked in UPSC 3 times. Ahum laki chang da hangre. Which one of the following is the never of Mediterranean Sea guy in hungry? I hope 3 times today. This is Mediterranean, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, Aral Sea. See the sea, they are all true. Okay, go back home and at least see the atlas late river agadi. You can have an atlas that is oral longman pi biare the Oxford student atlas. Oxford student atlas. You can just buy Oxford student atlas. West Asia is primary arid and semi-arid regions. Yes, this is true. Why? Why? The winds are here. The trade winds are here. The trade winds are here. The trade winds are here. And from below also the trade winds are here. When this wind is picking the moistures from this area, see the moistures puragalani crossing the continents. Crossing the continent. See Zagasi over crossing the continents. Almost there will be no moistures. Sigi Zagasi or Pumatam trade wind na Sigi Zagasdegi that moistures laden wind Puraga lie in the low. Okay, but crossing the continent in this area, the amount of moisture is not going to be there in this western part. Even no rain or semi-arid or arid type of vegetations. This wind is going to be westerlies. Westerlies going to go away in the western part. Means the westerlies is not going to give a good amount of rainfall there. Some area, the adjoining area, that's another exception. But in totality, West Asia, steppe type of climate kind of corridor, steppe climate. Okay, steppe regions, downs, prairies, pampas, kind of belts, kind of budo. The sea zagasi steppe means which don't have good amount of rainfall in the world. Aduna maram orega, sig options issue, chumbagi kudong sabale. West Asia contain large areas of mountain terrain. Yes. Yes, in Pakistan, Sulaiman, in Afghanistan, then in Iraq, Hindu Kush, Mayam Jagros Mountain, Hindu Kush Mountains, Sulaiman Mountains, Mayam Aral Mountains, the mountains, lot of mountains are there in that area. This is also true. Muramaduna, these answers can be the region is one of the most developed regions in the world. No, there is less amount of agriculture. Less amount of agriculture means less population. No good kind of activities. Option number 4 is going to be the wrong answer, right? So far, any questions? Yarabo, Yadribo, Monica, Robin, Sanathoy, are you okay? Vidyasagar, is that okay? Yariko. Next, let me move on to next question number 3. Arrange the following lake in descending order based on their sizes. See the simple Thodona Kashuta Onable, and I'll just go straight with this. I'll go straight with this question. This is factual questions, but you should be knowing your coastal area first. And this is like this. And Sigi, Tamil Nadu, ka Andhra Pradesh, ka Sanaba Zagas, the lake Amalai. This is your Pulikat Lake. This is your Pulikat Lake in the adjoining area of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Okay, Pulikat Lake is there. Then in Ursia part, there is Silka Lake is there in Ursia. And in Kerala, there is Ibemhal Lake is there. In Kashmir, Wulur Lake is there. In Manipur, Loktak is there, which are usually in the exam. These are the prominent lakes which often asked in UPSC exam. Okay, Tongan lakes, it's not that much important. Silka is in Orissa, then Ibemhal is in Kerala, and Pangong Lake is somewhere in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, like that. And the question is, arrange the following lake in descending order based on their sizes. The sizes are given clearly. Okay. Chilka Lake or Ibemhal Lake. Which one is biggest? Bembanat Lake, Chilka Lake. Chilka is 1165 and Bembanat is 2033. In that way, you can arrange in the examination. Then question number 17 from my side. Question number 17. Question number 17 though, it's going to be a very important questions. Here, this question number 17, let me just put this from my side. That is Tripura, that is Mizoram, that is Manipur, that is Nagaland, that is Arunachal Pradesh, and here is your Assam, and here is Meghalaya, like this. Okay, and this is your Myanmar is there, right? Next, you have your Thailand is here. Thailand is there. Then you have your Cambodia is there, and you have your Laos here. You have your Vietnam here, right? Vietnam. And in the below, you have your Malaysia is here, and you have your Malaysia part, and you connect with Indonesia. And this is Indonesia. Brunei part, Brunei is here, and this upper part is Malaysia part, and Makagi Sinakarino, Indonesia part, and the lower part is of Indonesia. This is Indonesia, and this is Malaysia, and this is Malay Peninsula, and this is Thailand, and this is Myanmar, this is Cambodia, this is Laos, Vietnam. Okay, and here you will have your Taiwan. Okay, and here you will have China, North Korea, South Korea, and Japan. And here in between, you'll have your Philippines here, right? This area is Southeast Asia, Asia and Southeast Asia. This jagah se haying prakhada, UPSC prakhada, and often asks in UPSC examinations. How? You need to arrange these capital cities. These capital cities. CITIES from north to south. You need to arrange, because this exam, what they are trying to us, exam the longitudes, longitudes of different countries are asked in the examination. 2019 daso hange, 2017 daso hangbane, sumaina this way. They are asked the latitudes neba hangisi. But in the exam, you are given the latitudes of some specific country therapy. For example, if I do have to say Hanoi, if I do have to say like Bangkok, if I do have to say Vietnamese, if I do have to say Phnom Penh, these are the capital cities. These are the capital cities. These are the capital cities of this area. Okay, these are the capital cities of this area, and you need to arrange this from north to south. Shumaina Pieva. You need to arrange this from north to south. That latitudes of the country capitals is asked in the exam. Arrange the following cities from north to south. You are given in the exam Hanoi guy in the exam. You are giving in the exam Hanoi. Hanoi is the that is here. This is your Hanoi. Hanoi would be in the upper part. Mathang Kumdaradi. Hanoi ki mathang the Bangkok ni piriduko. Hanoi ki mathang the Bangkok is going to be wrong answers because correctly pidre. See Thailand ki capital Bangkok is somewhere here, means sidai the ani jumped away, means Bangkok is not going to be the right answer. Ado itaradi mathang the salo Hanoi lerani, Hanoi ki mathang the kanalani. According to you, Hanoi ki mathang the kanalani. Tell me. Hanoi ki mathang the kanalani. Bantini here. You'll have Bantini here. Okay. Hanoi ki mathang da kanalani, Bantini lani, Bantini ki mathang da kanalani, Nomfe lani, Nomfe ki mathang da kanalani, Bangkok lani. This way, sarna hai si karino hai trisi questions si mag lagweba. But this kind of model of questions also UPSC trying to ask in the last few years. Okay, ado itaradi haying Middle East ki country Iraq, quite the hangbe abo question da Syria, Lebanon, Philistine, adu gi mapado serial in a PBA, and you need to add order. You need to make the correct orders of the capital cities. You need to make the correct latitudes of that given capital cities. Hungry go Middle East. Hungry Middle East ki jagah but East Asia ki simadi hungry. This questions already asked in UPSC. You may be asking in the exam. Quite controversial oiba ngasai West Asia gi leriba Syria, Lebanon, adai gi jagah do prakhada hungry ko. You may larik pakanda. Please be aware of that also. Next, let me just come on with. Yes, question number 31. Let's come with question number 31. Which of the following statement, the hot deserts are arid due to the offshore trade winds? Yes, this is almost true. Yes. Some UPSC the hungry means the hungry. Why the western margins of the continent? Why the western margins of the continent in the tropical regions are desert? Karigi damak no western margins of the continents. Why the continents are here? Mozambique desert, whatever. Kalahari desert, Namib desert, Sahara desert, whatever. That steppe or regions, or West Australian desert, Australia ki Gobi desert in China, means what we are trying to do. UPSC now already hungry. See is the question. Why all the deserts are meant to be in the western margins of the continents? That's the questions. Already asked in mains exam also. Okay? Kari ki damakta no hai taradi sidai da lairiba wind sana kari hekkawe heba. This is trade wind. Trade wind. Trade wind is here. Here. This is trade wind. Trade wind. Blowing from where? East to west direction. Blowing to west direction. Again, from this area, it starts for west wind. West wind. This they start already. Again, this west wind is going to start from here. Again, east wind is going to start from here like this. East wind means Pitribi the Miyamna Tariba Zagasi I don't know, most probably in the northern hemisphere and in the latitude somewhere around 0 to 30 or 30 to 50. So Shukambat Zagasi the naval Asia. Mathak the Kahrada the Ingrani Aing was Zagata, the Mikashu laning day. Amamaka the Kundarani equatorial regions that Sabari the Mikashu Yamna laning day, Sakat Pawali, that is Thar continent Gahaiduni, okay, Thar world countries Gahaiduni. Madam Maduna, quite in Nuairiba Zagas, somewhere from 15 to 50 Haida Reneco. Swagi Zagas the neighbor Nuaisi. Swagi Zagas the Kanan occupied Toriba. Sawagi Zagas the Kanan occupied Toriba. Either by trade wind or either by westerlies. Westerlies now, westerlies ki bend machet kharale. And otherwise, this area is occupied by what? Trade wind. Some part by westerlies and some part by trade winds. Okay, the hot deserts. The hot desert means equatorial jagadal, this Mozambique desert, this desert here, this Namib desert, Kalahari desert, Sahara desert, West Australian desert, Jimson desert, Gobi desert. Why these deserts are in the western margins? High believe. Ado idari sana high grade east gini nuksila to see samudra de pick up toraga. Ado the west Europe matamdadi kedorane. It's like my vehicles starting from Ibemhal to Ukrun Siloiligli festival chatleba. Ado itadi it is the same question like that. What is the amount of fuel left in your tank while you reach Siroi Hill? Siroi festival chatpa matamda. Ibemhal the full tank chatle. This wind is coming from the east, means starting point is going to be having a lot of moisture, right? Wind is traveling. You are also moving to Ukrul chale. Finally, you check your tank at Ukrul Siloigi Hill check to there is no fuel in your vehicles, right? That when this wind also coming, when it is in the western margins of the continent, okay, the amount of moisture that is going to be very low. That is why the reasons in the western margins are of deserts because of no rainfall. Okay, see Masulere. Ani Sumana desert labagi worry a topamlay desiccating effect of the polar ocean current kind of Quinatam. That's another way. Okay, let's check with the question number 1. Other option number 1, see suksoi soidana yaurani haina khangba taradi, the answers could be A natraga C dagi suksoi soidana oiragane. Adu itardi answers should be A natraga C dagi suksoi soidana oirani ai khangera khangwera. The answers 1 simadi 100% chume khangabanina. That answer should be A natraga C. Otherwise atay di chumdre ani di chumdre. Adu itardi now we can be moving on option number 2 and check option number 2 the chatlaga check the way what is the nature of the option. Let's check. The major hot deserts are located in the eastern coast of the continents. 100% lale sana high grade desert leibagi maramdi wind makaina nong piba ngamdabagini wind nong piba ngamdabagini desert oiridu karigumba winds na nong piba ngamam tara di desert oiramoy. But option number 2 clearly says that all the deserts are in the eastern margins of the continent. And the option is trying to fool me. 100% wrong. Maramaduna Kaidarani. Option number 2, the 100% wrong. Fine. I'll just say. Option number 1, I don't know option number 1. I'm not sure. Option number 1, see, I'm not sure 90%. I'm not sure. But option number 1, see, 90% I don't know. 90% don't know. But I need to hit to the answers. Yes, but class the option number 2, the deserts are in the western margins and the sana question means ki hungry classroom the means option number 2 is 100% wrong. Option number 2 100% wrong. You know that option number 2 is 100% wrong, and you are not sure that option 1 di chumba khangde. But option 2 the 100% khangye but si lale. Using that information which you know clearly, we can hit to the right answer. Let's check. Option number 2 the option number 2 yawa mukhe loire logtho A the su 2 yawe A the su 2 yawe logthoni B the su 2 yawe that C the su 2 yawe logthoni B the su 2 yawe logthoni D the su 2 yawe logthoni loi logthokro adu A khatang nem hore dana. One is the right answers. Yes, going to UPSC exam or other examinations, what you can do is don't get panic seeing the answers. Answers ubaga nasado tension legeno. Don't get panic seeing the answers. What you can do now with the situation of the question is read the questions again and again. Read the questions again and again and think yourself that at least I can hit this answer. Sigi answers is chumna I toba because I have attended many of the classes. I have read so many things. What you can do is just try find out the correct answer. Correct answer puthokba ngamba di khara luiyeba. Correct answer puthokpa matamda khatang lube heli. Any questions the toba yabasi karino find out the 100% wrong answer. Find out the 100% wrong answer puto. 100% wrong yauba makhaidu option lawtho. Elimination method remaining is the answers. Khangera khangwegera it's not important. Sarang saibdo akhoi college ki parkha gold medalist to panate. Now we are going for exams hitting the right answers and cracking the exam try hit the right answers using your prior information from any angles. Don't get panic with the questions. Okay, this one. Okay, next let me just come with option number 32. Which one of the following is not the reason for aridity of desert? Which one of the following is not the reason for the aridity of the desert? Yes, presence of coal. Yes, already sana classroom the high gravity. Why western margins the desert were number 1 trade wind no wind people that moistures purapangam the bagini drop the bagini ani subada here Peru current coal current Benguela current, coal current. East Australian current, coal current. Here, California current, coal current. Canary current, coal current. Here in Japan part, that is Shiwawa current, coal current. This cold wind is also giving more cooling effect. More cooling effect. to that area. When this ayingba nungsitsina samudra dagi yam satini ingba IG oiba nungsitsina ngasai migi air the nungsit kharagar yaujara moistures khar yaurambado ayingba nungsit heavy oiba ayingba nungsitsina yeiba matamda kedorane the amount of moistures content in the air also drop. Hana dagi khara kening dana leri kandra kedorane aying manuksiduna mo yeiba matamda moistures makaidul loina drop tau kreba maramoduna almost no moistures in that specific area sigi effect sibo khoina kari kore called desiccating effect kore maramoduna presence of cold current, this is right. Descending air, yes. High relative humidity, absence of cloud, and option am yauri absence of cloud. Cloud tikarai the form togani. Which one of the following is not? Which one of the following is not the answers? Absence of cloud. Yes, because cloud form togumatamda nong tado ini sarang sahido. This wind can rise up and form clouds, but in this area there is no cloud formation. There is no cloud formation. No cloud formation means no rain. Yes, this can be also the right answers. And the only wrong answer is the relative humidity. That can be the wrong answers. So, minor corpus vi Mathanda, we may be doing with question number. We may be doing with question, yes. Question number 53. We may be going with question number 53. I'll go with question number 53, okay? Yes, with reference to the ocean currents, consider the following statements. Yes, let me just revise. Hana class class let me revise on the ocean currents again, right? Let me just revise with the ocean currents. Who have been in my class before, that'll be okay. Not in my class before. Also, let me get to this. This is going to be one of the very important questions in the exams, right? I class yes, this ocean currents is going to play a very big role in the exam, because exam favorite area ni this climatology, oceanography, and this geomorphology part. And climatology part is that much important because when you know your climate in the surrounding areas, you know half of the geography. Climate understand the geography ki tangkhai ma preparation or geography tangkhai ma khangba chap manayeba. That is climatology part is very important. So I think the oceanography part is also going to play a very big role in various examinations. What do you mean by ocean currents? Ocean currents, you should be knowing what is ocean current. Is the current continuous? Is the current directed? Who? Kanana? How continuous? How continuous? Continuous directed directed. And is the ocean current warm or cold? Yes. Is the current has got a chance of giving tides? Tides PV abra currents na. This and it's ocean current going to play a role on heat balance. Heat balance tawang heat balance of the earth. Heat balance of the earth tawang yes, no, like that. Or it can play a role in salinity of the oceans. Salinity the base effect of whether it can affect to the salinity of the oceans. These are some of the things. Okay, these are some of the things you need to understand. Just having a topic, oceans yan han bada brain da lakado si is the ocean current hai di kai no chel hai bani current hai si masibu yang na chachara slow movement oijara continuous oijara lep lep chachara discontinuous oi sumaina khanba ho ya yes when you this is continuous in nature this is continuous way ko continuous flow of water neighbor from directly from one region to the another regions. Okay, it is a directed movement of this is directed movement of continuous flow of water neighbor. Yes, magi thaudi kanana piriba who give the fuel for this moving ising na chain baduni karen hai se who give the fuel kanana thau piriba. Yes, wind give the fuels. Who what is the fuel of current? Wind. Wind is the fuel. Wind is the fuel of the current. More the strength of the wind, more the flow of the water in greater speed, less the flow, that less amount of wind will be slower amount of movement of water, right? Adarchi UPSC Prakada Hungary already asked 2 times in UPSC regarding this area. This one times UPSC the Hungary, warm and cold current, 1 times UPSC Prakada Hungary, this tide 1 times UPSC Prakada Hungary, this salinity already asked in pre the su Hungary, main the su Hungary. Okay, means that is why this area is going to be a very favorite. What is ocean current? Continuous directed flow of ocean water. Is that warm or cold? Yes, warm also, cold also. What is the tide? Tide is the up and down movement, up and down movement, the rising and falling, of the ocean water is called tides. How tides? Kamain tawraga tides line. How tides? Tides karigi line due to the pulling of sun, moon on earth. This is the reason for giving tides. Tides may be also be giving by different activities. Okay, anthropogenic activities the tide PBI, but the main reason is like this. And ising samudra gi ising na wangkalagpagi stage kari kaubono different SSC exam tongan ba prakha that must of officer level exam da hangi. This is called flow of flood kawe. Flow of flood. And this ising na mathak da haigal amaga when the water is rising, that is flow of flood. And when the water is going down, that going down position, that is called if kawe ko. If kawe. This is also very important for your exam. How tides? This is also very important. Pulling of the sun, moon, and the earth. This is very important. One condition is called spring tide kawe. Another condition is called nip tide kawe. You need to be very much familiar yourself with this condition. And one more condition is there: spring tide, nip tides. Spring tide karino, nip tides karino, spring tide karino, when the position of the sun, moon, and the earth is at the same straight line. That is, when the together the moon and the sun is pulling on the earth, that position is called spring tides kawe. Nip tide means when the position of the earth, moon, and the sun is not in the same straight line. That is, pulling of the moon and the sun is contradictory to each other, means we are going to have low tides because the pulling is going to be in opposite direction, means the amount of pulling on the earth is going to be less, means we are going to have less tide. That condition. Atopa condition that is called perigee and opposite. Perigee means when the position of the moon around the earth kari haitare position earth ka moon ga movement dai da ke dorane position of the moon which is very near to the earth haibama, position of the moon which is very far from the earth haibama. Okay, apogee means far condition, perigee means near condition, earth near condition oitaradi ke dorani the pulling is going to be more bigger means pulling of the ocean water is going to be larger. And when the condition is perihelion, ngasai gi Parisi gi condition dadi near or any you'll have more tides. Again, opposite means far condition. Moon and the earth is very far. Far oitadi pulling is very less. Means we are going to have low tides. Tides the spring tide, nip tide, then opposite and Parisi is very important for your exam. Okay, this must, yes, its tide is going to make balance of the heat on the earth. Yes, because the cold ocean waters coming from the pole is going to come towards the equatorial area. The warm equatorial water is going to go towards the colder area. Means there is intermixing of warm and cold water, which will give balance of that temperature on the earth. Yes, this is true. Is this going to play a big role? Yes, ocean current is going to intermix different things in the oceans. Yes, this is also going to play a very big role. In salinity part, what you need to understand is what is the condition of salinity in pole, what is the condition of salinity in equator, what is the condition of salinity in subtropical areas, what is the condition of salinity in that Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, what is the condition of salinity in closed sea, what is the condition of salinity in open sea. This must see bogi chang the understand Tora Chatara, you are okay to go for any exams. I hope. Yes, we'll come to the actual questions. This mass is very important before going in examinations with the ocean part. Okay, and one more thing we can add with the ocean part. One more thing we can add with the ocean part, that is ocean bottom floor. What is slope? Continental slope. What is continental? That is, I'll just see here. This is continental shelf. This is continental slope. This is trends. This is abyssal plain. This is rise. This is mid-oceanic ridge. And this is guyot. And this is seamount. This is island like this. And this is deep. You need to understand what are the different that land masses inside the ocean water. Ocean bottom relief kawe. There is also part sulei ko. Deep means part. Ching sulei. Ching matun masin tumba ching sulei. Mount Everest dai dumai na ocean water ching matun tumba lei. That is she mount. Adagi plateau sulei. Erosion toraba matung the ching machin yaw the sulei. That is called gyoid kawe. Then island which is coming out of the water sulei. Adagi chingchang pareng lei. The longest ranges of the world, that mid-oceanic ridge. There is also plateau type rise. There is also plain type abyssal plain. There is also the deepest position of the ocean, that is trench. Kwaidagi luba isingi summit. Even aeroplane is going to be inside. Aeroplane paihanda sumanung the thoudui ko, because that must depth somewhere around 11 to 12 kilometers depth way ko, like this. And this is slope, continental slope, continental Athene Basaruk self, like this. Sigi Makasi su Parkhagi Marue, but before going an exam with the ocean part. Now I'm going to come with the ocean currents. The question is truly of the ocean currents.
Sir,
Yes, tell me, I'm hearing.
Sir, there's a question, Kokona chat the question number Tharpa Male, sir.
Kanana?
Chat the question number, sir. During lunar eclipse, what's the intensity of tide as compared to during solar eclipse?
What is the condition of? I need to go through that correctly, okay? Okay. I need to go correctly through that, right? Okay, little more confusion with the questions. Okay, let me just go to the questions. Just type me the questions in my WhatsApp number, okay? Nine 9612302759. Type me what is the questions, okay? And let's try to see that after this discussion, okay? And with reference to the ocean current, consider the following statement, right? The flow is limited only to the oceanic surface. Is that true or wrong? Yes, only to the ocean. No, it is a continuous flow. It can travel in different directions, not on the surface only. The surface water will go, then cold ocean waters, the heavy one will come under the oceans. Okay, Brahmaduna, that the question, option number 1 is the wrong answer. Option number 1 chumde. Next, it assists in maintaining the heart heat balance. Yes, yes, it can balance the heart because it can intermix the cold ocean current and the warm ocean current. Warm currents from the equatorial area can come to the pole. Again, the polar cold waters can come to the equator, and there can take place the intermixings of the cold and warm water. Means what? It can balance the temperature on the earth. This is going to be true. Which one is the right answer? Number 1 the chumdoba laitre, number 2 the 100% chume. Number 1 yaw bongkai loin lautho nasai eliminating method, which number 1 yaw bongkai the loin eliminate totara di kedorane. Only option B is remaining with the elimination method. That way also we can use if we are not getting through the questions, right? Okay, I'll just come back after a break. Okay, and who do ask me the questions? Kari question on type to biroko. Tell me the questions. I'm not getting to that. Okay, who is that asking the question? Please type me the questions to me. Then I'll come back after the break. Guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Hey bro, are you okay? Coco, are you ready? Vidrom, Vidya Sagar, Robin. Let me move on to question number. Yes, from my side, let me just go with question number 56. Question number 56, Gyan Tarabra Tadribra. Guys, are you there? Madam Laima, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand question number 56? From my side, I want to go with question number 56. Should we do that?
Hoi, sir.
Okay. Because this is both important for pre-com mains. Prelims amazing mains. The ani magdakar lay mamang sahi the question number 20 UPSC at the hangi. Kwa mamang sahi da and the kisinataba. And the key mains the one of the important topic ni this crops and its industry haitare. The topic would be like crops and industry. Crop and industry. Crops and industry agro industry agro industry. This is going to be a very important for pre plus mains. Some questions are that much important for pre-coms and mains, right? Sumaina Tauraga agro industry ni, and what we need to do is before going an examination, mainly UPSC exams at Taradi. I am 100% sure that you'll have one questions from crops. Crops, the git so is a question. One question from crops. Any exam you go, mainly MPSC, UPSC, or Taradi, Maruina, the CPO, CPF, okay. At least you'll have one question from crops. Vegetation. One questions from this year, 2 questions from vegetation, evergreen vegetation hangi ko. Adugi amana soil hangi, handaki arid. Soil means crops. Crops ta ama hangi, handakari no hangi do. Middle that millet hangi ba. Pearl millet hangi, handaki crops ta. Mamang sahi na cotton hangi, and soil the high taradi semi-arid arid regions of India gi soil the crops kalo in a mari line some money. Okay, then Sungso is 100% guaranteed question maybe in the exam. I don't know what questions will be coming, but I'm assuring you that you'll have one question from crops, 2 questions from river, 1 questions from mountains. Okay, And one question from visitations like that, 6-7 questions to sure he's sure. Aduna class na fajana yaw kitaradi, nobody will stop you from hitting to the right answers to that 6, 7, 8 questions in the examination, as per my experience. Yes, they're talking you about sugarcane. They're talking you about sugarcane. Yes. Assume yourself that you don't have any ideas on sugarcane. Assume yourself that you don't have any idea, anything, any clue on Bhulaitre. We'll not go to the question now. I'll let you understand the questions on it, the crops questions, okay? Any question prakada hange crops that don't get panic. I'll give you the easiest formula. You'll hit to the right answers. Any question, you'll be having that guts to answer the question on crops after the class. I'll assure you. Yes. If I take you an example of sugarcane, that according to based on the questions, I took up the topic that is sugarcane, right? Sugarcane. I don't have that kind of information on sugarcane, but one thing you can do is, one thing you can find out yourself from the non-information which you have being from nursery dagi hojipok tamakpada sugarcane dagi khangba information amma khatang di puthokpa ngamnaba honawa, and we'll connect that information to the questions. And do what can you connect about sugarcane? Hojik phoda like tam sugarcane dagi connect away aba nang 100% guaranteed oina khangba poinam khatang haro. Season the haigera, nong the haigera, rainfall the haigera, soil the haigera, production the haigera, India ki kwai puthokpa the haigera, anything. Tell me anything about sugarcane. My purpose of doing this special class is I want you to connect every questions with the ideas you had already before. Mamang dagi leikraba idea do aduyuna hit tawdoineba. It doesn't matter what is the nature of the questions. Kaya may amna luba question no, ludabano, I don't care. But what I want you to do is I want you to use the prior information about the topic given in the questions and hit to the right answers. I never read that adu padri, nakoishu padri, khangdri, sugarcane. Yes. Sugarcane the khangba information kharap amma khatang puthok seba. One information. Sugarcane is prominently grown in the summer season. Sidi yaning bro. Summer season crops. Yaning bro. Summer season crops ni yaning bro. Kharif ni yaning bro. It's me there only in the class. I hope so. Nobody is responding to what I'm saying. Rovini is also not there. Coco, are you there? Coco? Vidyasagar, Coco, are you there? Nobody is there in the class.
Sir, I'm there.
You're there, right? Yes. Message to in line. UP is the highest production got temporary out of service. The Sula Koyore. Okay, fine. Yes, you are there, right? Means what? I don't know anything about this because you are being asked in the MPSC mains exam also, right? 10 marks the hangeba, sugar industry 10 marks the hangeba. You don't know anything about sugarcane and you are going to write the mains UPSC or that MPSC exam. That way I'm going to train you how to write the answers, right? Means what? You know one thing, that in our home we grow sugarcane somewhere in summer. Summer the sugarcane tharani eduga summer loisalakpa that the 1st of December, so I say the winter the lok to ineba. Okay, you know? Chu haisi kaino, chu haisi mahi duneba chu haisi. Ado chu mahi lainabagi damakta kadamba matamda thani moistures yauba nong taba ising manin yauba matamda thadoineba. Means what? Sugarcane means summer crops. This must you know. Summer crops. Then somebody is giving me the answers. The production is UP the production tawe haire ko kesukai de summer crops ni. Then how many amount summer crops means what would be the amount of temperature? Summer high the temperature wangani hai, then you may be getting to the temperature of 25 degrees Celsius to 13 degrees Celsius. When there is a temperature of about 25 degree 30 Celsius, there is also going to be a good amount of rainfall. It's scattered and rainfall is greater than 150 centimeter rainfall. You may be having good amount of rain. Summer means rainy season. Rainy season means you are going to have good amount of rainfall, right? When you have good amount of temperature and good amount of rainfall, and you are also going to have good amount of humidity. And you are also going to have a good amount of humidity. Okay? Sima. Adu itaradi chu thage hai tadi temperature wangani, nong wangani. Tarabada moderate the gidi hena tayaro aing bada tayaro. Means what? Su thage hai taradi kidogani, tangai fadana chang doisi no moderate to high temperature. Su thage hai di tangai fadana chang doisi no moderate to high rainfall. Su thage hai tari tangai fadana chang doisi no moderate to high humidity. This is the condition. Yes. We don't know where is this area found. We don't know where is the condition of these things. We don't know. But we are going to be finding it out. Where is the condition that we put on the map? Fine. Let's see. So minor peak of different items were given in UPSC, and you need to find out the crop. Which crop? C pyramid see karamba crop option P and it's tea, it is sugarcane, it's like that, it is bajra, it is spices, it is silly like that. This is exam favorite for UPSC. This one, what is this? This is India, and in my lectures of geography, I have discussed you many times that the line here, that is Cancer line, passes India into the 8 states and divided India into 2 halves, that is the upper halves and the lower half by 23.5 degree, that is Cancer line. Cancer line is dividing India, crossing 8 states into the northern half and the southern half. And in this Cancer line, it is being found out that the average temperature at the Cancer line is 20 degrees Celsius. It is being found out that the average temperature in the Cancer line is 20 degrees Celsius. What happened? This is our equatorial line, which is 8.4, 8 degree 4 minutes away from the 0 degree equatorial line. What is 0 degree equator? The earth 0 degree means which is more nearer to the sun. Equator means hot, means nearer to the sun means hot. And this equatorial part is going to be hot. And when we go from equator, when we are moving out from the equator, the temperature is going to get decreased. The further we move out, then temperature going to decrease. Means we can derive that here. When we move towards the equator from the Cancer line, temperature is going to be increased. Again, when we are moving away from the equatorial line, temperature is going to be reduced. This is the 2 conditions we can derive. Knowing the information about India, studying India ki tamgraba matungda equator condition ani khak puthokpa ngamni. That 2 condition is that if we are moving away from the Cancer line towards the equator, the amount of temperature is going to be increased. And if we are going to move away from the Cancer line, okay, that means the amount of temperature is going to be reduced. Means what? What is the moderate temperature? Moderate started somewhere from 20. Means what? This Cancer line label jagah kai say plus minus, this area is called moderate. And when we are moving this part, this area is called Ingdarani. When you are moving this side, this area is going to be greater, hotter weather. Means what? Cancer line gi akoi bidal lady ba state makai sebu kari kore, that is moderate. Adu itardi su thage hai taradi karamba matamdana hena khudong sagani su thaji chu thage hai tari karamba jagadana hena khudong sagani hai taradi su thanabagi damakta saba changani nong taba changani humidity wangba changani. Adu itaradi this cancer line gi makha da leiriba jaga sidi kai dore all through the year, Ningtham Dhalaite, Kalen Dhalaite, the average temperature is 20, temperature increases. Otherwise, that is Chu Thage Hai Taradi, North India, the Thabagi Mahutta, South India, the Thabani Hena Kudong Chagani, because this side we have Indian Ocean, that Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, where lot of moistures are there in the surrounding area. Ado itaradi suthabada chuhiya man gai tari moisture sangani sangasa haigre. Moisture means humidity. Humidity is needed, temperature is needed, amount of rainfall is needed, which this area is best suited, which the southern part of India is best suited, for growing that sugar cane. Maramaduna thainagi British ki matamda note toramba sugar cane industry bakhaido Kedorani, Sida Tobadagi, the Sida Toba in a Kudong Saba Pangeba, because note Toge Hai Taradi, sugar cane plantation is possible only in the summer season, because sugar cane is not going to work well in the winter season. Sida the Toge, northern part of Punjab, Haryana, UP, the Toge Hai Taradi, that is possible only in that summer season. But if we shift down our industry from north to south, that is the UPSC mains questions. Why industries are being shifted? Now it is from north to south, Hangeba. That is the question. When we have our industry here in the second half, that is lower part, southern part of India, that is in peninsular plateau, what we can do is all through the year, this area is having temperature. All through the year, this area is having rainfall. All through the year, this area is having humidity because of the oceans. Otherwise, non-seasonal nature. That sugarcane growing can be of non-seasonal nature, means sugarcane can be grown throughout the year. Okay, you know, temperature all through the year never goes beyond 20. Rainfall all through the years is going to be available. And what happened? Humidity all through the years is going to be there from the surrounding areas. It is more suited doing sugarcane industry in the north than in the south. That is the condition why all the industries, almost all the industries are coming down to the southern part of India. That is already asked in UPSC exam. Adu etaradi sugarcane kadai da haying pakhagi 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point. Sugarcane kadai da lebe right starting from MP the lebe UP the lebe in summer season, Punjab the lebe or Haryana the lebe mainly all through the year. This is only in somewhere in summer, but all season the lebe it can be in Gujarat, it can be in Maharashtra, it can be in Manipur, it can be Manipur, it can be in Assam also, it can be in Andhra Pradesh, it can be in Tamil Nadu. Probability is there. You should understand. Simphapu banataba. Simphapu ragadi yaroeba. Simphapu banate. You should understand India correctly. You should understand India very well. When you understand India very well, nobody can stop you from writing mains or can hit to the right answers in the prelims questions. Because when you understand these things, who will stop you? You'll understand yourself. This is the right answer. Okay, let's check to the question. Sugarcane belongs to the bamboo family. Yes. Incorrect. Which one of the following incorrect? Yes, sugarcane belongs to the bamboo family of plants and indigenous to India. Yes, right. This also may be true. Yes, may be true. Next, B. Too heavy rainfall region in rich sugar content. This is wrong. Not because of the too heavy rainfall that rich in sugar content. Where is deficiency in rainfall produces fibrous crop. That is 100% wrong. For growing sugarcane means sugar. Sugar means sugar content, sucrose. For having that sugar, we need what? Good amount of temperature, good amount of rainfall, and good amount of humidity. Okay, these are the three conditions for having good amount of sucrose, that is sugar, in the sugar, and not going to be a fibrous crop. Deficiency will not give you fibrous crop. Okay, this can be incorrect answer. Aranba answer will be it grows on a varieties of soil, including, yes, loamy soil. Loamy soil means the soil which is very much fertile. Loamy soils are those soil. Loamy soil, I see. Just let me come again with that soil so that it may help you in getting through different questions in different MCQs. What is loamy soil? Loamy soil is nothing. Loamy means here, this sand, this is sand, right? The thick particle is sand, and this thin particle is called silt. And this part, say this, which is more sticky part, this sticky part, and which don't have that much of porous, this is called, and this is sand, this is hill, this is clay. When the amount of sand and the amount of soil and the amount of clay is in good proportion, when the amount of sand, soil, and clay is that much in good proportion, manaba chang de yaw taradi adugi soil du koina kari gorani, this proportional 0 to 100, 0 to 100, 0 to 100, sand, soil, clay. This equal proportion soil is together called as loamy soil. Loamy soil. Loamy soil means which is a very good soil. Okay. Yes, it can be, sugarcane can be grown in the loamy soil. This is true. Sugarcane can also be grown in laterite soil also. Sometimes sugarcane can also be grown in red soil also. Yes, that is true. Sugarcane can also be grown in black soil also. Yes, this is true. Means almost sugarcane can be grown in almost all type of soil. This should be the correct answer. Okay. It is labor intensive cultivation. Yes, lot of labor. Growing sugarcane. Growing sugarcane. Sugarcane thava ise phaido macha ama thava nate. Sugarcane means growing into a very extensive large agricultural tract thava. You know what happened? It needs lot of labor. Yes, maximum labor sangani, lot of labor sangani, labor yamna changbaduni, labor intensive. I say yes, this may be also true. That is why option number B is going to be the wrong answer. Option number B is the things going to be the wrong answers only in that questions. Are you getting? Yes, let me come with question number 58. Let me come to question number 58. This is also often asked in various examinations. This is also often asked in various examinations, not in UPSC, in SSC and other allied exams. Okay, SSC level the examination da see okay. Yes, they're talking about the peninsular India. This peninsular gi mathak thangbai sikay kore Delhi Ambala, and this western part is Gir Mountain, and the eastern part maybe of Ras Mahal, and the southern part is of like Cardamom. These are the extensions of the peninsular part of India, like this. This is the extension of the peninsular part of India. Okay. What happened is, this is Delhi Ambala, AMBALA, Delhi Ambala. It'll start somewhere from Nilgiri, Delhi, and this is Ras Mahal Hills, R-A-Z Mahal, M-A-H-A-L, Mahal Hill, and this one is Gir Mount, Gir Hill. like this, and this one is Cardamom Hill, like this. Okay. Yes, there are different mountains in the eastern part. That is, there are different mountains in the eastern part and the western part of peninsula. 2019 the Hungary, and this question was asked straight away in 2019 in UPSC exam. How many state would be there in the Western Ghat? Western Ghat state kya lageda? How many questions would be there in the Eastern Ghat? And the straightaway question, what is the national park there connects this Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat connect of Hamsidida? There is one national park, that is Karikauge. Okay, national park amalai sigi national park si Karikauge, and straightaway these questions are asked. Manamaduna, this Eastern Ghat can extend up to Urusha part, and this Western Ghat may be starting in the border of Gujarat, then it may be coming to Maharashtra, then it can come to Goa, then it can comes to Karnataka, it can comes to Karnataka part, then it can goes to Kerala part, with connecting Tamil Nadu part also. Means how many states would be there in the Western Ghat? See, Western Ghat ki state kya hai? How many state? How many state? It will be like more than five, greater than five, more than five, more than five states. Namely, you may be given like Gujarat, then Maharashtra, then Goa, like then Karnataka, then Kerala, then Tamil Nadu. This question was asked in 2019, straightaway question, UPSC exam. More than five states. This is the right option given in the UPSC examinations. Okay. Maharashtra, Goa, Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu also going to be part of these things. You should be understanding that. In the Eastern Ghat, you may be coming to Andhra Pradesh, then you may be coming to Tamil Nadu part like this. This is called Western part. And the second option given in the UPSC is that which national park is there? Which national park is there? In that, the junction of Eastern and Western Ghat, that is Satyamangalam. Satyamangalam, Satyamangalam is going to be the national park given in the UPSC questions. Okay, that connects the Eastern Ghat and Western Ghats. Yes, my questions here, why I do discuss this question is you need to be knowing some important Ghats. Ghats, Ghats, Ghats. You need to be studying some important Ghats. Ghat is nothing. It is low-lying gap in the hills or mountains. That is little bit of thinner portion where it can be used for traveling from one area to another. Mountainous or in the hilly areas, there may be some low-lying track. Okay, low-lying track that may be sometimes used for traveling from one area to another. Mountainous area, the extreme terrain, when there is low-lying gap, that gap may be using for connecting from one region to another. That is called Ghats wave. And what happened? There is some important Ghats which need to be studied for the examination. Lot of prominent Ghats. That is that is Pal Ghat. Bor Ghat, Pal Ghat, Pal Ghat. These are the Ghats. These are the Ghats. These are the Ghats. These are the Ghats in Maharashtra. These are the Ghats in Maharashtra. The first one is Thal Ghat. And the second one is Bor Ghat. And the third one is Pal Ghat. And you may be also studying one more Ghat like gap is there. This is called Senkota gap. Senkota gap. And what important things you need to understand from this guard is, this Thal guard is used for moving from Mumbai to Nasik. And this area is this second one is used for moving from Mumbai to Pune. And this one is from this Palghat is used for moving from Kerala, Kosi to Madurai. And this one is local connectivity is important. Then I want you to do this homework. Shimadi homework toro, Senkota gap. Go back home and see Senkota. These are the things which need to understand before going in examinations about the guards. See, about the guards. When you know the guards, correctly, it is okay. And you know the northern point of peninsula, you know the western point, you know the eastern point, you know the southern point. The southernmost point of India, the southernmost hill of India is called Cardamom. Okay, like that. Different SSC, the often asks away. Let me also add one more things here. Together. Class you may be knowing that. Let me get it revised again. You need to know this area. What is this? Konkan. What is this? Goan. What is this? What is this? And what is this? Malabar. And what is this? Coromandel. What is this? Andhra Coast. What is this? Utkal. That is Odisha and West Bengal is called Utkal. And this one is Andhra. And this is called Coromandel Coast. Coromandel. This is very important. Coromandel, which is very much prominent for winter rainfall. Winter rainfall. In the exam, you may be asked which one of the following is true about the Coromandel Coast. You may be given wrongly in the exam, right? Which one of the coasts is famous for winter rainfall? You may be given in the exam Utkal, that Coromandel, Malabar, like that. Go on, like that. Or Canara, then you should hit the right answer is Coromandel, like that. Okay. And this Kerala part is called Malabar, Malabar. And this Andhra part, not Andhra, this Karnataka part is called Kanatic. Canara. Canara Benga and like the Cannot. K-A-N-A-D. Cannot Coast. And this is Goan Coast. Z-O-A-N Coast. And this one is Konkan Coast. Maharashtra, Konkan. This Konkan is Maharashtra region. And this Goa is Goan Coast. This Goa region. And this is Karnataka region. And this one is Malabar is Kerala region. This is also very important for your exam. One more thing, let me just remind you here, which of the following rivers of India has got rainfall from both the monsoon, that is coming monsoon and going monsoon. This is also very important for that like SSC level type of examinations. There is one river of India which is getting monsoon from the coming and the south going. Which one is the coming monsoon? The coming monsoon is southwest monsoon. That will be hit the Kerala river. Kerala river will have monsoons from the coming monsoon. That is southwest monsoon. When this northeast monsoon is going back home, retreating monsoon, that is northwest monsoon is going on northeast monsoon, that going home in somewhere in November, December, right? It will again fit this lower part of Kaveri. That is why the question is, Kaveri is the only river, Kaveri is the river that receive rainfall from summer rain and the winter rain. That is, summer is north southwest monsoon and the winter is northeast monsoon, right? This is also very important. And if they're asked the course which is important for the exam is Coromandel course, right? Like that. This much is important. The question is in question number 58, which one of the following is not the peninsular passes of India? Thalghat, Palighat, Banihal, Borghat. Yes, I have told you Thalghat. Yes, this is right. Then Banihal Pass, this is no, this is in Kashmir that connects Kashmir with Jammu. Banihal is the passes. They are talking you about the passes. Pass means low-lying gap. Here we have some passes here. That is, worst part we should understand is this is question number, I'm talking you about question number 58. They're talking you about this. This is called Zojila Pass, Zozila, that connects with Ladakh with Kashmir region. That is Ladakh with Kashmir. Again, in the third option, it is given, a fourth option is third option, Banihal Pass. This is the pass that can connect Jammu with Kashmir. This is Banihal. Banihal. This is Banihal. Okay, that is why Banihal is the pass the connecting the Kashmir with Jammu. This is not in the peninsula. That is why Banihal is the wrong answer, because it is in the northern part of India that connects Kashmir with Jammu. Otherwise, Thalghat, it connects with Mumbai with Nasik. Then Palghat, that also we have discussed. Palghat is somewhere that is in Palghat Kadai Delay Sana Sahai. This is Palghat, this is Nilgiri Hills. When this Nilgiri and Annamalai Hill, Nilgiri ga Annamalai gi marak srida kari leba Palghat lay. This is Palghat. Palghat. That connects from Kosi to Madurai. That is in the Nilgiri Hill and Annamalai Hill. Annamalai Hill amasung Nilgiri Hill gi marak lay dine Palghat hai se. Then one gap is there. There is Sankota gap, and this is your cardamom, like this. That is why the answer is going to be like Banihal is the wrong answer. Okay. Next. Let me just come. Yes, question number 66 is a very interesting question. And very easy and very difficult. It's UPSC level, the high taradikar, it's going to be the very easy questions, and also are going to be a very, very difficult, that is super tough questions of UPSC exam. Okay, based on map. The question is based on map. How it is easy, how it is important, how it is easy and how it is difficult. That is depending on your level of understanding of India. Yes, see, if you know your India very clearly, if you know your India very well, the question is going to be that much easy. And if you don't have that much understanding about your India and sitting for IAS to be an Indian officer, India gi officer India khangdana phamba oiraga leramadi, that is going to be the toughest questions of that year. This is going to be one of the toughest questions, because not knowing India sitting for IAS examination is your fault. But when you know your India clearly and sitting to become an Indian officer, the question is going to be very easy. How? Yes, the question is asked like this in 2019. You are starting your journey from Assam. You are starting your journey from Assam, and you come to Kerala, that is Kochi. You'll come to Kochi. The question in the exam is how many states you'll cross through. At minimum states you will pass through. You will passes through. Minimum state you will passes through. Yes. What is your position? Yes. This is what southern part of India, and this is your West Bengal, and West Bengal is connected with Assam here. This Assam part is here like this. In below this is Meghalaya, and here is going to be your Bangladesh, right? This is Meghalaya, this is Assam. Okay, then it's going to be your Urussia here. Urussia is there. Then in top of Urussia is going to be your Jharkhand. Then it's going to be your Bihar part. This is Bihar, this is Jharkhand, and this is going to be your Urussia part, and this is going to be your Andhra Pradesh part, and this is going to be your Tamil Nadu part. Okay, Tamil Nadu part is going to be like this, and here this is your Telangana part, and this is going to be your Chhattisgarh part is here. If you should know clearly, you should know clearly about your map. Is at any corner of the map, is the Urussia map, Sigi Urussia map, see, okay, like this, and you should be clearly knowing where and where which state are touching, because Haying Prakhada Hangareva, Hangi Prakhada, which states share the maximum border with other states? That questions are asked. Which states share the maximum border with other states? That is UP. How? You should count 9 states. Share. Then when you know your map correctly, in the exam it is asked, which states share maximum border with other countries? Which country? Bangladesh or China? Like that. The question, because we need to understand our map very clearly. This is Assam, and this is Sikkim, right? And this is Bhutan. Then this is our Arunachal Pradesh, and this is going to be like our Nagaland. This is our Manipur. This is our Mizoram. This is our Tripura. Like this. You should know the map correctly. When you know the map correctly, it's very easy to hit to the right answers. The question is, you start your journey. You start your journey from Assam. Assam is here. Then you want to come to Kosi in Kerala. What is the minimum state that you may be coming? Number 1, from Assam you may be coming to West Bengal. From Assam you may be coming to West Bengal. West Bengal, the Lani. West Bengal say you can come to Urussia. You may be from West Bengal, you may be coming to Urussia. Then from Urussia, you may be coming to Andhra Pradesh. Again, you may be coming to Andhra Pradesh. From Andhra Pradesh, you may be coming to Telangana, the Tamil Nadu. From Tamil Nadu, you may be coming to Kerala like this. And when you know the map, you can off other option also. From West Bengal, you may be connecting to Bihar. From Bihar, you may be connecting to Andhra Pradesh. From Andhra Pradesh, you may be going to Telangana. From Telangana, you may be coming to Kerala also like that. At least. How many states? So on the Chapadar, so 5 the guitar, so on the Chantar, so 5 the guitar. That is where UPSC asks you at least, you know, you are giving different alternatives of the routes. Okay, like this. Before sitting a UPSC examination, what is your first and foremost thing to know is to know your India correctly. Not going to study geography tambadu adu dunang subject matter in a kalo. You are going to do the governance of India. You are going to be knowing the economy of India. You are going to be knowing the international relationship. That means the neighboring countries and relationship of my countries with other countries. You should be knowing the forest, the environmental part. You should be knowing the soil. You should be knowing the landforms. You should know clearly about your India. This geography subject can help you knowing your India correctly for IR part also, for economy part also, for disaster part also, for governance part also. That is why this geography subject, it's common subject matter, which can give you the link to governance, to environment, to economy, to disaster, to ethics, value. Geography is subject because you'll know anything about your landscape, mountain, ching, lambi, everything around you. Everything will give explanation by geography, studying geography. If you forget it for exam, but when it comes to exam, prelims the magi role, prelims the magi role, Combined, you'll get at least 30 to 35 questions: geography, environmental geography, and the resource geography, that is economy part of geography. At least you'll get 30 to 35 out of hundreds. That is 30% questions is going to be from geography and interdisciplinary subjects. When it comes to mains, ACMD health or paper 1 health or paper 2 health or paper number 3 health or and IR part will have, the economy part will have, disaster management part will have, then ethics part. When you are with the optionals of geography, optionals low taradi geography thought kind of relationship of geography with the environment, human relationship with the environment, that thought process. If you are with optional subjects, you'll help you a lot in your ethics part also. Maramaduna geography hai si honabada akhoi da mangja do bam phulaite, because loina governance, then the international relationship, the disaster management, the economy, the loina help to different lemhoriba civil service ki preparation lemhoriba portion makai the one way or another man help to double later seriously walked over geography I was subjects there. Okay, this much for today, and let me connect you again tomorrow. Thank you very much for coming to Ibemhal. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Come with the questions of your importance tomorrow. Again, we have the second part of session tomorrow from 10 to 12. Come with some other questions, okay? Which you are getting more confusion on that, so that I may be explaining a bit longer, a bit broader, so that you may cover the topics clearly, okay? Let's meet again tomorrow.